Hello and welcome to your As Above message for Bealtaine 2025. I am your astrologer, Cawnawyn Mor. Happy Bealtaine and blessed solar return to all you Tauruses out there. Geminis, yours is just around the corner. When I think of Bealtaine, the first word that comes to mind is passion, that wild, vital spark at the heart of this festival. We are in the height of Taurus season, Earth's blooming glory, sensuality, and sacred connection. The fires of love are lit. Magic is everywhere. Now, astrologically, we often associate passion with Mars, the planet of desire, drive, and heat. But the word passion actually has some surprising roots that I recently learned from one of my favorite astrologers, Christopher Renstrom, on the Astrology Hub podcast. I will link that below. Originally, the word passion meant to suffer, to endure, and ultimately to accept. Only later did it evolve into something around the 16th century that was more emotionally intense. So, while Mars certainly brings the heat, we must invoke our other rulers of the heavens, Saturn for endurance, and Pluto, the underworld's gatekeeper. Why? Because as of this weekend, Pluto will be stationary retrograde, a powerful moment of transformation. Stationary planets radiate intense energy, like a slingshot pulled back, full of potential. Pluto reminds us that shadow work, loss, and death are part of passion and also part of living. It's the awareness of life's fragility that makes spring's fertility and beauty so precious. Now, just last week, Mars and Pluto had their final showdown in this long retrograde cycle of Mars, this third exact aspect that's been simmering since last October of 2024. As Mars finally clears its shadow today and moves through the bold, heart-centered sign of Leo, our inner fires are being reignited. This is our cue to step into authentic action, true self-expression, like a bonfire that refuses to go out. Earlier this year, I challenged many of you. What is fueling your fire? What does that inner fire look like? What does it speak to? What does it feel like inside of you? For some, maybe now that fire is starting to feel like a steady furnace. And for others, maybe it's still elusive. But Bealtaine reminds us that passion isn't just about joy. It's about perseverance. It's that willingness to endure in pursuit of what matters. We've had several planets recently clearing their retrograde shadows as of this holiday. Jupiter is finally cleared its shadow in Gemini. Venus has re-entered Aries and will be clearing its shadow in just a few days. With almost all planets going direct except for our Lord Unseen One, Pluto, the energy has finally shifted forward. We're no longer in review mode. We are in a state of momentum. But for some, that momentum may feel overwhelming. Earth and water signs might be really feeling the pressure right now, while my air and fire sign people might feel ignited. Either way, we are all being asked, being challenged, being invited, or maybe being prodded to move. The question becomes, what are you passionate about? What are you willing to suffer for? Taurus, the sun sign of this current season, teaches us to cultivate beauty and then to enjoy it. Taurus doesn't chase, it receives. It trusts that what is meant for will come. But with Venus, Taurus's ruler, our sun's current ruler, now sitting in Aries, we might feel that desire is pulling us and becoming more forceful as we chase, as we long for it, as we ache for it. And here's where Pluto steps in once again, showing us how our expectations, our attachments, our fears of not being enough can twist that passion into suffering. And Saturn, too, is whispering his lessons right now. This is the final month of Saturn's trek through Pisces for the time being, before it enters fiery Aries this summer, conjoining in a slow-burning dance with Neptune. Saturn wants us to give shape to our dreams. No more wishing without a commitment. He asks, are you prepared to endure? To see your vision through even when the outcome that you envision isn't guaranteed? Historically, Bealtaine marked a year-long vow of love, a test. Could these lovers survive through life's ups and downs together? These days, it's all too easy to quit, to throw it away, to try again, to swipe one more time. But Saturn whispers, try staying, try believing, try showing up for the long haul. And I invite you to ask yourself, where am I suffering unnecessarily because of expectations that I cannot control? What could change if I embrace the unknown with love? And where am I being invited to endure with grace? And here is a deeper meaning of Bealtaine's passion that I see, which is compassion. To suffer together, to suffer with, to recognize that we all carry these wounds, to meet each other and ourselves with tenderness, not judgment, not with shame, not with guilt. That, I believe, is the root of unconditional love, to see the divinity in ourselves as well as each human on this earth, no matter their differences. Can you find divinity in all the broken places? This season, I believe that each of the planets in their divine archetypes are inviting us to create something beautiful from our suffering, to cultivate art, beauty, connection, and community, to plant a future rooted in truth, integrity, and soul. For as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. May this Bealtaine bless you with a passion that is real, not just the kind that burns hot, but the kind that burns steady. A passion that carries you through fire and leaves you stronger, safer, more true to yourself, and more alive. You are worthy, you are free, and you are not alone. Blessed be.